One of the things that I've really enjoyed this is my second time coming back to Israel. One of the things I really enjoyed was being able to focus on the soldiers and the IDF was a really cool experience for me. And so coming last summer, I came during the whole Gaza conflict. And so being able to come this summer and really connect with the soldiers on that level and really see where they'd come from, because a lot of them that I talked to had actually been in Gaza during the conflict and seen a lot of things. And so being able to connect with them on that was really, they opened up a lot to that. And so being able to have that platform to really share Yeshua through was a really awesome opportunity. This guy had moved over from America just a year ago. And so he spoke a little bit of Hebrew, but he didn't read or anything like that. And so we were able to, and the Lord actually laid on my heart that the guy we were going to talk to was going to be American. And so it was really cool that the first guy we talked to was from New York. And so we talked to this guy, Mike, for what seemed like an hour and a half to a very, very long time. The majority of the time we had the outreach, we just spent talking to this guy. And this guy was so wanted the Lord, and he grew up in a religious home, but he knew there was more. And so we were able to have a very, very long conversation about Yeshua and the Messiah and experiencing the Lord. And we actually got to pray for him to experience the Lord. And he's was saying he could physically feel the presence of God in that time, which is so cool. And then we got to pray and prophesy and encourage him, and he was just so blessed by that. And we got a friend of him on Facebook and all that kind of stuff. And so he was really impacted. And honestly, if we didn't have dinner, we could have talked for hours more, honestly. And so it was so cool to see the openness of even people who had grown up religiously, but knowing that there's more than just words in a book, but there's actually a relationship, there's actually experience that comes with it, that it all points to God the Father, all points to Yeshua the Messiah. And so that was really cool for me to be able to start the campaign off that way. For me, my name's Canaan, so the promised land. So it's kind of, without me knowing it growing up, I had a heart for Israel kind of just put inside of me from birth. And so I heard about that Israel was important my whole life, and I knew that they're in the Bible. So I was like, yeah, sure, Israel. And even coming towards a community back in Nashville, I have a community that is very supportive of Israel, and that definitely has the Israel key. But even learning about that, I heard all these teachings, and it sounded awesome. And I had Jewish friends, but I'd never come to Israel. And so I came to Israel for the first time last summer, and I realized that I met the people, and it clicked in my mind. And I realized that God had made a covenant with Abraham thousands and thousands of years ago and said, I will be faithful to you and to your descendants. And seeing that, my name's Canaan, and that's the land that God promised to Abraham. And that was thousands of years ago. And we look now, and this is where we're standing right now in this room. And this is where the Jewish people live. And they've come back as fulfillment of prophecy, and seen Jesus came to fulfill prophecies, to fulfill everything that had been prophesied in the Old Testament that we read about, that the Jews read about, and that he was born a Jew. He was this is his family. And so family is really impactful for me. And so I can understand if someone in my family wasn't believing, obviously I want to see everyone come to know Jesus, but the weight of if Michael, my brother here, came to know Jesus and he never knew him would mean so much more to me than if just some random person met on the street. And so I realized that the Jewish people are so close to the heart of Jesus, and not that it's some sort of competition of they're more so, he values them more than us, but it's just close to his heart. And it says in the Bible, they have the apple of his eye. And so seeing that Jesus so longs for his family to know him in a personal way really impacted me, and really just gave me a heart for the Jewish people. And so seeing people like that coming into fruition, seeing Jews come to know Yeshua in our day is crazy and blowing my mind. And so it's been so awesome being here even these past few weeks and seeing that come into fulfillment. Thank you guys so much for being able to sponsor and partner with me as I come here to Israel, and as I make the good news known to the Jewish people here in Israel. You have blessed me so much these past few weeks. It's been life transforming for me. And so thank you for how you have blessed and poured into me. It has really so touched my heart and so touched so many other people here. So thank you, and God bless.